Now, Heartland Sports with Todd Richards.
Hi again, everyone. A pair of crucial OVC games tonight at the Show Me Center. The SEMO men and women playing Tennessee State with huge implications. Luke Randall reports.
A critical set of games for the SEMO Redhawks. First up, the women fighting to stay in that OVC tournament hunt. And Raisa Sabwa going up early to get the first points in this game. SEMO off to a fast start. Leah Jackson going up, taking the mid-range shot, and she would knock that down. A moment later, Kira Jones in the middle, able to go up, gets fouled, still gets the bucket. Jones, very efficient on the night, 9 for 9. And she was rolling 20 points. SEMO, a critical win to stay in the race for the tournament.
We can't worry about what's going on the outside. We've just got to win Saturday and let the basketball gods kind of work in our favor.
Men's basketball fighting to stay in the lead of an OVC title race. These last two games determine if they go 1, 2, 3, or 4 going into the OVC tournament. Antoine Lorick with the first couple of baskets for TSU. Tigers were rolling early, but BJ Ward would start to heat up in this one. He connects right there. We'll see him again a moment later. But first, good student section. This is one of their more tame moments on the night, and you'd see him get a little bit more rowdy after this. BJ Ward draining the triple, and guess who's leading these student section chants? It's Rowdy the Red Hawk getting all fired up, and SEMO would get fired up back into the lead of this one. Luke Almodovar. Redhawks were rolling at half. However, TSU, the better team in the final 20 minutes, and the Tigers come away with a huge win. It means that SEMO will not clinch the 1 seed nor the regular season title. And while that's a shame, there is still a lot to play for. Redhawks can go anywhere from 2 through 4 heading into the OVC tournament and get some momentum. Big game coming up Saturday against Tennessee Tech. For Heartland Sports, I'm Luke Randall.
All right, Luke, thanks. The SEMO men and women host Tennessee Tech Saturday at 1:30 for the women's game, the men at 3:45. Outstanding high school matchup. The Jackson Indians visiting a Notre Dame team that's really shown some improvement, and a nice crowd as you would expect for these rivals going at it. And Jackson's Jory Toma always seems to be a big play guy. You name the big game, and number 10 step it up, hits a three-pointer right there for Jackson, and they like that. And back at you is Notre Dame. Nice effort. Brandon Robert with the bucket. Jackson, Ty Forrest. He can score in, and Ty Forrest can score from the corner. He gets a three-pointer right there, and Jackson in control. But Notre Dame, they would hang in there. How about Cole Adams hitting the three? But too much of that Jory Toma and Jackson ball club, too strong. 62-49 over Notre Dame, but pretty tough ball game. All right, checking Missouri boys district semifinal scores. Class 3, District 3, Woodland beats West County, and Scott City big over Arcadia Valley. They'll play for the district title on Saturday. Class 2, District 3, Puxico. They defeat Advance, and Charleston over Bernie. So Blue Jays play Puxico for the district crown on Saturday. Class 2, District 4, St. Vincent knocks off Meadow Heights. Valley Catholic over Oak Ridge. So there you go. Valley and St. Vincent play for the district title this weekend. Other district winners include Class 2, District 1, Hayti and South Pemiscot. Class 1, District 1, Risco and Cooter. Class 2, District 2, Van Buren and East Carter. Class 1, District 2, Delta and Leopold. Class 3, District 1, New Madrid County Central and Caruthersville. I know I gave you a lot of information. It'll be a lot easier to follow the rest of that on our sports page. I'll have the scores up there a little bit later tonight. All right, Jackson Hall of Fame wrestling coach Steve Wachter holding a final practice this morning before his team took off for state in Columbia. Wachter's final season before he retires, and Jackson sending a record number of boys and girls wrestlers to state. And they were packed outside the Jackson Gymnasium out there as they got ready to load the bus. Pretty cool to get that kind of an exit, and for the seniors, a great opportunity, and they can win one for their coach as well.
I'm super excited, and I'm trusting the process that my coaches have put me through, and I'm ready.
I'm just already super excited. We're bringing 10 guys this year, and it's the most we've ever brought. This is obviously Coach Walker's last year, so I just really want to do it for him.
We got some high expectations for our team and for individuals, and just having that having Coach Walters being last year, we want to do good for him.
Definitely looking to be state champ, but shoot for the stars. If you miss, you fall in the clouds, I guess.
It's a great way, to go out on. We're hoping that we have a great state tournament, but whether we do or whether we don't, we've had a really fantastic year.
They certainly have. Good luck to Coach Wachter and the Jackson Indians this weekend. That's some kind of wrestling program, boys and girls side. They are terrific. Heartland Hoops, meanwhile, returns tomorrow night. We're going to be talking tournament championship play and more. We'll see you then. Meanwhile, time to wrap this segment up.